Alright guys, welcome to the video. We are going to be talking about Top War and the new update. So these are some of the most notable things that I want to let you guys know about in the new update. And hopefully I can talk super fast, get everything done, and make you guys happy and out of here under 8 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, first things first, they have a new event in the Tavern. Every 2 hours, if you open the Tavern, it does a roll for you. Keep that in mind. You have to open the Tavern for it to do the roll. Now, with that being said, if you can, log on every 2 hours, open the Tavern, do the roll. It does count towards your pity, and not only are you getting that pity, but you're also going to be getting the chance at getting an epic, getting a legendary that you really want. Super nice, super helpful, dope. All right, moving on with that, keep in mind, it does count towards your pity. If you are 19 out of 20 wishes, if you are 19 out of 20 tickets of your pity, and you have no gems and no tickets, don't open your Tavern. It counts towards your Tavern. Or it counts towards your pity. Sorry. So, make sure you're getting tickets that you can roll, and then that way it does not consume on your pity, and that way you can feel better about your life instead of opening the Tavern on 19 out of 20, having no tickets and no gems, and the legend rolls, and you're like, no, my Moon 1 Headhunter. Why? Why? Nobody cares about Moon 1 Headhunter, but you know what I mean. So, anyways, let's move on. Hopefully, if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them in the comments. Feel free, let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about that, but I feel like I covered it pretty well. I'm trying to talk quick, so I hope you guys are okay with me talking quick. Next, we are going to be talking about the new update where they added gear to adventure mode. First things first, keep in mind, the Bigfoot only drops chest plate. Mr. Hammer only drops weapons. Crystal Dragon only drops helmets. And, not to mention, they drop attack set, and attack set. If you go to Winter Lake, he only drops boots, or Frost White Worm, Jesus, I can't speak. Frostworm only drops boots. Highlander Werewolf only drops helmets. Frost Titan only drops hammer. Now, you're questioning yourself. Oh yeah, also, HP set, HP set, HP set. You're questioning, oh, there's only 3 bosses. What about the 4th piece? That's where Plague Lands comes in. So, if you need the boots for the attack set, Plague Lands, boom, boots attack set, go ahead and attack the Bone Dragon. If you need chestplate for your HP set, go ahead, attack Dark Knight, boom, HP. So, if you want to get those sets, boom, there you go. That's how you get those sets. Very helpful information. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. They're just like, oh, epic gear, I kill boss. Yes, let's go. And they don't think about what it actually drops and what they might actually need. If you want an HP set, if you want whatever set, blah, 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 so on and so forth. While it does suck that the rates are dropped, I really wish they wouldn't do that. I wish they would have kept it even. That way we could have evenly farmed stuff. But that is just how life is at the moment. They might add more to adventure as the game progresses, but that's just where we are at this point. Now, a question some of you might be asking yourself, is it worth it to even do this in the first place? My answer to that is yes. The reason is, gear is really hard to obtain in this game. You can only craft it, and getting purple gear is really hard because you have to upgrade your blacksmith. Is it worth pumping energy into this? No, it's not worth pumping energy into this. I would maybe farm it with like 50 energy-ish a day, just to get some extra stuff. You get gear upgrade essence, you're going to be getting bad gear that you can just craft into gear upgrade essence, and then also blue gear that has their faction listed, if you put it on the faction that you need, it actually is just as good as purple gear. It's even better than level 1 purple gear. So if you have like a blue chestplate and it has a horde faction on it and you want to put it on your headhunter, it's going to be just as good as purple gear. And now, once you start leveling up that gear, it's not going to be even close, but just keep in mind, you know, flat stats, it's not the worst thing. I keep it personally, even though I have legendary gear and I have epic gear, I still keep the blue with the faction on it, so I can put it on my other characters just in case I want to use them or add them to my queues, so on and so forth. Last thing I want to talk about is research. I get hundreds of thousands of questions in my guild. What should I upgrade? What's the best thing to upgrade? What should I do? What should I prioritize in my research cottage? I see it in global. I see it in my guild. I see everything everywhere. I see it in the Discord. Everybody's asking, what is worth it? What is worth it? First thing I want to mention, they've reset the research cottage twice now. It's been really upsetting. A lot of players are getting pissed. I see it in the Discord. People are getting livid over this. I want to say, and this is just a theory, and I might be wrong, I just want to say, I think they're done. I think they're done resetting the research cottage. A lot of people are getting upset. They're losing a lot of players over it. They just sent us 5 compensations for the last one. Last time they reset it, they gave us 1 compensation. This time they've given us 5 compensations for it. I want to say it's 100% not going to get reset again. I think they know the risk. If they are going to reset it, I think they will overly compensate for it. I think they will do their best to try and compensate for it, and I don't see the research reset happening again. With that being said, I might be completely wrong. I'm not a dev. I just play the game. I'm not a super crazy anything. Like, I don't predict the future. I could be completely wrong about this, but that is my guess. I think they know players are being pissed. I think they were unhappy with the fact that players had to unlock 6 members in their queue, so they changed it. And then whenever they changed it, they didn't like the change that they did. They said, oh, we'll give 6 members to the first queue, and then they realized, oh, this isn't really what we want. We'll go ahead and give 6 members to all the queues. So then they changed it. They made it troop load, which is still a massive, massive buff, but you still get to hold your 6 members in your queue. So I think they like how the system is now. I might be completely wrong. I don't know anybody in the game. I don't know anybody who works on the game. It just seems by the way that they've been updating that they're happy with how the system works now. I will leave that behind, and now we'll talk about what is actually worth upgrading. I get this question bajillion times. What do I upgrade? What's worth upgrading in the research cottage? So, in my personal opinion, and I could be completely wrong, feel free to leave comments and tell me how you feel, what is worth upgrading, and you guys can listen to whoever you feel like listening to. But I get this question a lot in my guild. I get this question a lot in global. So, in my personal opinion, upgrade Q bonus to unlock recall. Once you hit this spot, I'm pretty sure it's not the first troop upgrade. I'm pretty sure it's at unlock recall. Then you unlock your next Q, which is super nice. You can start upgrading your next Q. But instead of doing that, I would go to military theory. Upgrade military theory to unlock soldier promotion. This is going to allow your character or all of your soldiers to instantly go to the max level. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. They used to have you upgrade the actual troops, but I don't see that menu to upgrade anymore. So unless it's in a different place, I'm pretty sure they just max all the levels of the old troops equal to whatever your max level is now. I might be completely wrong about that, but I think that that's how it works. Then max the entire production growth. You want to max this entire thing. It's going to increase your research speed. It's going to increase your construction speed, and you're going to be getting way more loot out of everything that you do. You're going to be yielding more in your production, and then you're also going to be looting more in your actual like gathering whenever you send your queues out. I think this is totally worth it, and not to mention this sweet lucrative ruby looting from players. I've heard you get 500 rubies per run, and it's pretty solid. You can just hit multiple people at a time, and you can get like 2,000, 8,000 like rubies really quickly if you get this upgrade. And it actually has 2 upgrades. So I guess you get 250 for the first upgrade, and then at max it's 500. That's what it looks like. So in my personal opinion, at that point in the game, you should know what you need to upgrade. Once you've hit that Q recall 1, military growth to troop promotion, and then slowly working towards maxing your production growth, I think is the most optimal route that you can have. You can kind of mix up if you want to go military theory first, but the thing is, you're not really going to have that many, like you're not going to run out of training space early in the game. So I think going for that Q bonus first is worth it, and then you get the military theory once you've kind of upgraded a little bit. But anyways, yeah, I hope that helps you guys out. I hope you guys can understand a little bit about the research cottage and what is the most optimal play and route to upgrading. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm sorry I talked so fast. I hope you guys understand everything that I said. And yeah, so have a good one. Peace out. All right, guys, one last thing I want to mention just before we end the video is if you look at number 8 of the update notice, all of the ultimates of characters' skills have been reduced and their damage has been adjusted. So what I assume that means is obviously they do a little bit less damage, but their cooldown is a little bit lower. I might be wrong. Maybe they buffed some characters. I haven't looked specifically into all characters, and I didn't pay attention to before, so it's kind of hard for me to know. But this is going to make the Bard super good. So pay attention to the Bard. He might be a pretty solid unit that is usable now. His cooldown went from 32 seconds to 22 seconds, and essentially what his Moon 1 does is it reduces the ultimate of everybody in your party by 2 seconds whenever Bard casts the ultimate. So for every 22 seconds, instead of every 32 seconds, he's going to be reducing the ultimate of all your other characters by 2 seconds, which is pretty solid. Of course, you have to have it Moon 3, I think, for that to actually apply. But at Moon 1, it is 1 second, so it's a pretty decent buff. Anyways, peace out, guys.